Back. Make sure I've got my lapel on. I have to take a little break. I have to get water. I don't know how I get wound up like that. I said coming into the office, I said, you know, it's going to be a very calm show. I'm going to let the 2 hours go through. Serenity now, you know, the whole thing. And it just doesn't seem to work out like that. But usually what happens is I see names like Soros and Hillary and Obama. My God, that's enough to get me all wound up. Folks, I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office. We're North Georgia's only live online morning show. At about 9:45 around there, I want to do about 10-minute Fannin County, Blue Ridge. I want to give you a couple updates on some things happening there. Nothing big. I just want to get it, put it out there so at the end of the show. But you can send me at any time, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week in our viewing area. Do you know where our viewing area is? Have you ever figured that out? We're on the internet. We're worldwide, baby. So that's our viewing area. So anywhere within our viewing area, you can contact me, chief@fetchernews.com, chief@fetchernews.com, and 706-889-9700, or follow us on Twitter @FetcherNews, @FYNTV. A couple things. We come to you. We stream in 3 different locations every morning. FYNTV.com. You can go right there and watch every single day. We have gotten FYNTV.com. Sam's got that set up. We're developing things there every day. So if you go there at 10 or 12 o'clock today, you will be able to see the entire show today. We put it up. Our entire broadcast is back up there. You can check it out. So always something on FYNTV.com. Then our YouTube page, FYNTV Fetch Your News. That's YouTube. If you become a subscriber of our channel, every time we are live, you'll get a notification, and we run live on our YouTube channel. And then also Facebook. Find us on Facebook, Fetch Your News, our Facebook page. We're live there every morning. Okay. Just a couple things. You're going to say this. We're going to get to the 6th district. We're going to get to sanctuary cities. I want to look at that again today, and we're going to get there. I promise. Trying to think where else we want to go. Let's do a little bit of. If you stop and think about now, Jared Kushner. Let's talk about this for a minute. Neil Gorsuch. Let's go there. Okay. And I don't know where that's at. I had that just a minute ago. Have I lost this? No, there it is. I found it. Oh, look it. You got a deal up there. Okay, this is Neil Gorsuch, and I think they're going to vote on him. I think they're going to vote on him. Neil Gorsuch for Supreme Court. Judge Neil Gorsuch appointment to the Supreme Court. Just leave him up there. I can actually stand and look at him for a minute. So can the viewers. See, when I have to take other people down like Hillary, it's not really me. I'm trying to help the viewers out. They can't take it either. These are the Democrats voting against Neil Gorsuch. Judge Neil Gorsuch appointment to the Supreme Court could hit a major roadblock. Maybe they'll run over Chucky Schumer the clown when they hit that roadblock. Next week, when his nomination is expected to reach the Senate floor. I think you can correct me, send it in. I got the whole research department out there. If you're on the other side of the screen, the camera, you are the research department. I think it's April 7th. They're setting up a vote for him. We're going to find out the filibuster. But an increasing number of Democrats have announced their opposition to Supreme Court nominee, as well as their support for a Democrat filibuster. Now, immediately, Mitch McConnell needs to nip it. He needs to Barney Fife it. Nip it in the bud immediately. Not even think about it. I mean, just go nuclear option. Don't wait to see if there's a filibuster. Pass the rule. Nuclear option. 51 votes. Bada bing, bada boom. Put the man on the court. Period. Over. Do not expose or have to make the American people listen to the ridiculous comments from the Democrats. on this very good Supreme Court nominee that should be on the bench ASAP. Okay? So, an increasing number of Democrats have announced their opposition to the Supreme Court nominee, as well as a Democrat filibuster, which would require 60 senators. If they filibuster, then they'll have to have 60 senators vote for the guy. With Republicans holding 52 seats, they will need at least 8 Democrats to vote with them under the current rules, to overcome a filibuster and send a nominee forward for the final confirmation vote that would then require a simple majority. All right, they have these rules and you get confused because one day you hear 60, the next day you hear simple majority, and the next day you hear nuclear option. The current rules of the Senate, you have to have 60 votes first to bring something out of committee to the floor for a vote. I know that sounds strange, but 60 votes have to be, you have to have 60 votes just to get your issue to the floor for a vote. Now, when you have the 60 votes, your issue, so they would vote on Gorsuch, it would take 60 votes to get him to the confirmation vote on the floor. When they got the confirmation vote on the floor, then it would only take 51. There you go. Now, the nuclear option that you keep hearing about means that it's called, Harry Reid, I know you don't like some of my comments, but Harry Reid and the Democrats knew what they were doing when they knew one day you and I would be sitting here and say, oh, that damn Ninth Circuit, oh, that damn federal judge in this district. Because all the lower level court judges, we see this judge. Now let's stay focused just a minute. We see this judge here. And then we go about our merry way because, oh, we got Neil Gorsuch on the Supreme Court. What comes in behind Neil Gorsuch? There will be hundreds of judges. There will be 50 judges that will come in behind Neil Gorsuch that will go on the bench of the courts all over the United States that are responsible for things like the judge in Hawaii that I think was put on the bench by Barack Obama that has blocked the executive order for refugees or for vetting an executive order. So don't just get your Neil Gorsuch fix on the Supreme Court and cheer and leave. I mean, let me tell you, let's just jump off baseball. If you got a lead in the 7th inning, don't leave the damn stadium. The game's not over. So if this guy is on the bench, and he will be, it's the 7th inning. Conservatives, you've not really won yet. You have to close the deal. You got to bring in the closer. That's your lower level judges. Federal judges that are going to come up. So Harry Reid came up with the nuclear option because there were so many vacant judge seats in the United States in the federal courts, okay, and they were being blocked. They were being blocked because at this time, the Democrats did not have 60 votes. They didn't have 60 votes to bring it to the floor. They had a majority. Harry Reid had the majority, just like Mitch McConnell does today. But he didn't have the 60 votes to get it to the floor. And Obama had, they were standing in line out in the hallway, all the way around the corner. I mean, like they were waiting for concert tickets. So Harry Reid says, I'm going to get these guys confirmed, and ladies, and whatever they are. I'm getting them confirmed. So he drops the nuclear option. He changes the rule and says these judges can go in on a 51 vote. Simple majority, 51, you're in. So they started a cattle call. Next up, 51, boom, you're done. Go over here, get your paperwork, go to the bench. Next up, boom, you're done. And Harry Reid pushed them through, and you've got federal judges all over the United States that Harry Reid put on the bench through the nuclear option. Because the Democrats had the nerve. And they knew there would come a time where they could not legislate from the House of Representatives or the Senate. They knew that. They knew their policies was going to come to a screeching halt with rural America. But then again, what could they do? They could have Obama actually run his last term through executive order and pack the courts and legislate from the courts. So all that said, we have this guy up for, McConnell needs to just go with it. Boom. Not even wait. So we have these Democrats. So we have supporting a filibuster are 30, 2 opposing, 16 undecided. So I'm doing this off the top of my head. You got it? I want you to know that. No notes here on this. But let's go straight to the opposing a filibuster. Democrats. These are Democrats. And why? Because my favorite in-a-box politician is Joe Manchin III, Democrat from West Virginia. We know we've got old Joe in a box, okay? You know, Joe's in a box. I mean, he don't know what to do. Should he hang on to the old or embrace the new? Joe's in a box, period. So Joe Manchin of West Virginia opposes filibuster. Wonder why. He's up for re-election. He's nervous. Here's another one that adamantly opposes Democrat filibuster. Heidi Heitkamp. Where's she at? North Dakota. Is she up for re-election in the Senate? Yes, she is. Now, let's look at our undecided filibuster. Let me see if I have any. Let's see, Mark Warner is undecided. Let's see who else here. Dianne Feinstein's undecided. Oh, here is one that's undecided about a filibuster that's interesting. Our lovely Claire McCaskill. Claire McCaskill's undecided. The senator from Missouri. Guess what? Claire's up for re-election in 2018. Now, she's undecided on the filibuster. She's not yet saying. You know what that means? She's got a whole staff of people back home doing polling now in Missouri of wanting to know. She's counting her votes. So undecided is really, see, I'm undecided because what you don't know is I have a bunch of people back home in Missouri checking it out and seeing if I should filibuster, will I make it in re-election, or if I don't, what are the people going to put the most pressure on me in 2018? So we have Claire McCaskill from Missouri that's up for re-election. Now, support the filibuster. And I don't think this will play well. I'm very interested in why Ben Nelson, which is up for re-election in Florida, is supporting the filibuster. Okay? I don't think this plays well in these states. Bob Casey Jr. up for re-election. Supports the filibuster. Let me see who else down through here. Let me see. Stay with me. Don't put so much pressure on me and I can get through this. I can't see any others to jump out. So, what's it going to be? Mitch McConnell. I just thought it was interesting. The Senate is taking shape. We will see what Mitch McConnell does. Okay? We will see. Now, let's clip that and call that Supreme Court. Okay?